Hello, everyone. Today I will talk you about a topic that has been controversial, especially in young people like us, because maybe not everyone have the knowledge of how economic works. And I want to ask you something. Have you ever think that print more banknotes it's like a real solution to the economic crisis? I mean, um, each economy, each country can produce their own money. They also have prints for produce it, and it sounds easy actually. But why don't banks just print millions of banknotes and just start to hand it out? Maybe for some of us, in a certain point, it can sound logical, but it is correct. Today, with this presentation, I will address some points like inflation, interest rate, and monetary policy. But the goal of this presentation is to make you understand how money works and what its purpose. Okay, let's talk about an important concept, and it is inflation. Maybe you have noticed that in this moment, every product that you know have increased the price comparing to past years. An easy example is the tortillas kilo. We can see the difference of the prices between some years, but this applies for everything, for food, for um, electrodomestics, for every industry actually. But why this happens and why is related with the print print more banknotes? Okay, before to start to explain you, I want to present you this institution. Is the Mexican bank. This institution is the responsible for protect the stability and proper functioning of the Mexican financial system, as well to protect the purchasing power of the Mexican peso, and for sure is the institution that produces and prints the bills, I mean the banknotes, and produces the coins that are circulating in the Mexican market. So now let's I will bring you an example in order to understand better the idea of how these institutions and will bring you an example in order to understand better the idea of how these institutions and concepts are related. Let's say that I have a mini bakery and I can produce 5 cakes a day. It is also called offer. Offer means the quantity of goods available for sale in a given market. Let's say that I sell each cake in 500 pesos. It's not completely expensive, but it's not cheap also. So let's say that yes, I have some clients. Not everyone can afford it because if you are earning 100 pesos a day in your job, maybe you will not have the capacity to acquire acquire my product. So there is people that is willing and is able to buy my product. And also this is the meaning of the demand. the quantity of goods that people are willing and able to buy in a given market, a given period, and at a specific price. So, what happens if you start to earn 400 pesos a day in your job? Now you will have the capacity to purchase my product. But just let's imagine that not just you start to earn that quantity of money. Everyone in their jobs starts to earn more than before. So now everyone will have the capacity to acquire my product. But I mean, I just have the capacity to produce five cakes a day. Maybe I don't have a lot of time to cook more, and I notice that there is a lot of people that now it's willing to pay for my product. So one thing is gonna happen. I will increase the price because there is a lot of demand and there is not many offers. This is also called inflation. That is the general increase in the price of goods and services in an economy. This is a graphic that shows how inflation works and also how the offer and the demand affects. And what happened with the Bank of Mexico? This institution tries to make a balance between the quantity of goods and the price of those. So, talking about the Bank of Mexico, in order to regulate um, the inflation in the country, they put in action something called monetary policy. And I will explain you how it works. So, I don't know if you have heard about the interest rate, but when you um, go to the bank and you say, hey, I want to save my money here, they give you an interest rate. It means it can be 5, 6, 7%. And it means that if you put, let's say, 1,000 pesos in the bank, at the end of the period, you will have 1,000 saving pieces. Maybe this sounds not like attractive for everyone because it's not a lot of money and you have to maintain it and you have to maintain your money safe. But when the Bank of Mexico forecast that inflation can start to affect us as a country, they say to the regular banks, hey, you must start to offer to your clients a better interest rate. If in the past it was, for example, 7%, today you have to offer to your clients 15%. So now it sounds attractive because if you save a certain quantity of money in the future, when the period ends, you will have 15% more than you save at the beginning. So if the commercial banks starts to offer this to their clients, many of them will want to save their monies in the bank, and the quantity of money circulating in the Mexican market, it's gonna be less. So this is one of the strategies that the Bank of Mexico uses for regulated inflation in Mexico. In conclusion, print more bills is not an effective solution for the economic crisis, because if there is a lot of money circulating in the country, basically all the prices of the products that we use day by day will increases the prices. So no, it's not it's not a solution. We also learn about the one of the main strategies that the government um, improves to regulate the inflation in the country. So why it's important to understand these kind of topics? Because money is something that we use every day, and actually for everything. And if we understand how it works, we can learn to use it better. To finish my presentation, I want to bring you this phrase of Kofi Annan. Knowledge is power, information liberates, but education is the premise of progress in every society. Thank you.